Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to finally make a video. No, it has not been a month, shut up. And I feel stupid now, because I figured out why you couldn't hear my voice last video. Like, it's not like I spent all this time doing that. That's not what I've been doing for a month. It turns out that I had my audio disabled on NVIDIA. That's what it was. And I feel super stupid now, but I can't erase that now. I don't remember making that. Alright. I don't know why this game has glitches like that. That's really strange. Alright, well, today we're obviously playing Call of Duty, and, jokes aside, this game is very different than what we usually play, but it's fun nonetheless. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I don't know how exciting this is going to be, but I wanted to make a video of this because I've had this game for a while. Ooh. A forest. So unfortunately, towards at least the start, it's going to be a little boring, but if you just stick around and you know, just wait and see. It might get exciting. I'm not 100% sure yet. Or I might just die in a stupid way. You never know. This game's different every time. However, I will say, this is one of those games that's more fun to play than watch. Because if you're not careful, that was weird. If you're not careful, this is one of those games that you can also get, like, really involved in, so this is definitely not a good idea to use when you have to go to, like, I don't know, the store in a few minutes or something like that, and you want to kill some time. This is definitely not a game to do that. This is a game where you have to sit down and prepare to stay there for a while, which is what we're going to do which is what we're going to do today, because we're probably going to end up going for, I don't have an exact timer, but maybe like 30 minutes, maybe less, maybe more. Actually, probably 30 minutes or less. But other than that, I'm not too sure what else when it comes to what we're gonna do. I guess we're just gonna have to see what happens. Growth is in this game, obviously. Well, I guess it depends on the mode you play. I was actually just in a server, which, if you have this game, search IOFT, just, and then Sandbox. That's a great server. It's not a deathmatch server, so, you know, it will, unless you want it to be a deathmatch server, in that case, go to Noob's deathmatch server, which is what this is, except it's not deathmatch, obviously. And in this game, there are also people that, I guess, when it comes to some people's standards, take it too far. And they make realism servers where you can have where, of course, this really isn't a feature in the game, it's more of just something that they set up, but where you can have your own territory and your own, that's all I can really remember right now when it comes to the things that you can have. But it's also sometimes set in a specific time period, you know, Triassic, Jurassic, Cretaceous. So it limits to what dinosaurs you can play as. Of course, I think I haven't hosted a dedicated server before. I would show you. I can't right now because of the way the NVIDIA works. But I do have a dedicated server that I downloaded from Steam yesterday, and I haven't used it yet, but I'll probably test that out because I want to host my own server in this game. Plus, when you play as an admin, well, first, context. There's certain dinosaurs that can only be played in Sandbox. And when you're an admin and you start a survival server, you can play. You can play as a Sandbox only dinosaur. And then if you make a nest, and then bring in another player to be one of the baby dinosaurs that you have, then they can also grow up as that dinosaur that you can't play as normally, which I think is kind of cool. I've never done that before. When I play as the Sandbox only dinos, it's usually Sandbox, but usually, I say usually, I mean always. I apologize for my absence. I really don't have an excuse for that, honestly. It's my fault. I just didn't feel like making a video. I don't know why though, because now that I play this, and make a video, it's kind of enjoyable, honestly. 42. These servers can go up to 150 people, obviously. And, well, this is server 1. I mean, 1, 2. I usually play on server 2, and right now I do actually have a dinosaur on server 2. I mean, server 1. But I'm not going to play as that because I was playing with a friend last night, and I don't want to leave them behind. It was a Maiasaura, for those of you who know what it is. I should probably stop running. Like I said, I know this game right now doesn't look that exciting, but trust me, it can get exciting. And this game is also, when it comes to the servers, it is highly populated. You just have to know where to put servers. I should probably start thinking. You need to know what servers to join sometimes. It's gotten more populated recently. Although, hopefully right here, but at some point in the video, like maybe in the end card, I'll put a list of servers for this game and search options that can help. So that way, if you are thinking about picking up this game or have this game, you have a list of servers and modes that you can. Well, yeah, I guess that would be worded properly. Sorry, a list of servers and modes that you can play in. Now, some of you people that know a lot about the prehistoric times, specifically the dinosaur times, obviously, you're probably thinking, why is there grass? There was no grass back then. And that's exactly what I thought when I first bought this. However, this is more of a what if dinosaurs still existed on an island scenario. I would show you, but I have a tab open with a map for this game because there's no mini-map feature in this game, as you can tell by the HUD. But there is a few locations that are obviously man-made, like the port, and then there's an area called Titan Lake, where there is a dam. Obviously, dinosaurs do not build dams or ports, so. Oh, there's also an aviary for some reason. Sorry. Next video, I will probably do gameplay, well not probably, I will do gameplay of this game in Sandbox, so that way I can go through the dinosaurs for those people who are curious. If you're not curious and you don't want to know about that in my next video, Of course, I'll mention this and when I make that. But if you're not interested in that, I will go through the footage, and I will find a timestamp to use, so that way I can put it in the comments and you guys can just timestamp to the game. You guys can just teleport. That's the word I'm going to use. I don't know why, but I am. So that way you can teleport to the gameplay. This is the most forested area I think I've been in this map. Hopefully I find AI soon. I'm obviously too small right now to kill a player. And when it comes to the AI, this is not like, for those of you who have heard of Path of Titans, this is not like Path of Titans when it comes to AI. The AI only uses small dinosaurs, which is the Orodromeus, and then there's Velociraptor and Avaceratops. That's it. All the other dinosaurs in the game, which I will hopefully show tomorrow, are used by players only. I haven't played Path of Titans, although I do prefer their version of AI, because that makes single player an option, which, I mean, you can host a server in this game and make it private and, you know, go in it like that. However, it's not the same, because all the dinosaurs are small, so it doesn't matter what dinosaur you pick, you're going to be the dominant species. And that's not always fun, and especially not always realistic in this game. Oh, you can hit F10 to make the HUD go away. For those of you who want to do that, I don't really like doing that because I can't see my stamina and hunger and thirst. And the chat, because that's always important, which is weirdly inactive. For those of you who play this game, you'll know. But for those of you who don't, well, you know why that's weird. For those of you who don't play this game, the chat is usually extremely active. It doesn't matter what server you join. It's usually there's a lot of people chatting. I don't know, by this stage, there's probably a lot of people in groups right now. This probably doesn't matter, but there might be some people curious, and this game does have music. I turned it off, obviously. Actually, I think I may put it on like 25%. So that way it's not just walking noises, which sounds like grass and I'm walking on rocks. I was just about to say, I don't think I've been here before, but yeah, I have. Right down there, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see where I'm pointing. But right down there, that huge lake, that's, people call that Lake 2. It's it's the Twin Lakes, and that's the northern Twin Lake. And that's where a lot of people are, usually on the IOFT server. And to this server, to an extent. However, that's pretty dangerous no matter what dinosaur you are, unless you're Apex. Because, you know, dinosaurs eat other people, well, other dinosaurs more often in survival mode. I do also have another game on here, another dinosaur game like this. However, I'm probably not going to do a video anytime soon on it because there's another update coming that adds a new mode and a few new dinosaurs. And I want to wait until that comes out. That will come out by, the developer said, as late as, well, no, I don't remember if they said as late or as early, but this summer. I think that might have just been an ambient noise. Okay, anyways, I'm not going to mention anything when it comes to the server name, I mean, the server name, the game name, because I guess I'm gonna keep it a surprise. Okay, I'm going to start going a different direction now, because I have not heard a single AI. Oh man, usually things like this go faster. I should probably focus on the game and not focus on talking. There should be AI near here. Obviously, I need it. To the people who have actually stuck around this far, thank you. Keep watching, because I don't know how more interesting it's going to get, but it should get at least a bit more interesting than walking. And, okay, before anyone says anything in the comments, I know what you're going to say, and yes, thousands, a lot of people have left this in the reviews. No, this is not a walking simulator. Shut up. It's a dumb complaint. For those of you who have Steam and who have read my review for this game, which you probably haven't, you'll know that like I said, this game requires patience, and obviously it does. But to all people who like dinosaurs or are interested in dinosaurs, I definitely recommend this. It's a pretty active game. Well, not pretty, very. I just realized that what I just said made no sense. It has a very active player base. I think I'm just gonna lay here and let my stamina come back up and listen for AI, I guess. That was one of the AI-controlled animals, the velociraptor. For those of you wondering, you can play as the AI-controlled animals in Sandbox. Okay, I think I'm just going to continue because I don't really feel like dying of starvation right now. That was AI, and I am now noticing how small I am. Yay, gross eating sounds. Okay, that's the tower. Okay, I guess this really doesn't matter right now, but what I'm playing right now, this is I guess technically the beta. It's not really a beta anymore, but this is the legacy version, And then there's also Evrima, which I will check out in a future video because it has come a long way from what it used to be, and it looks honestly really cool. One thing that I don't like, but at the same time I do like about Evrima is that you just grow over time. Now, yes, that's not a good sound. You grow over time. Yes, that's more realistic, but I prefer this, and being able to choose when you grow. Not really, well, not choose, but click a grow button, because it just makes it easier. It makes it easier when it comes to noticing. When it comes to noticing if you're an adult or not. I'm sure they haven't taken out the character feature, but that's just something that bothers me. But at the same time, it doesn't really bother me that much. That is an Avaceratops. Now, luckily, this game is very realistic when it comes to the experience. When you're it saw me. When you're a carnivore, you need to be careful because the herbivore might see you. When you're a herbivore, you need to be careful because there could be a predator anywhere. And players in this game are sometimes not very forgiving, I guess would be the word. Dang it. I'll be faster in the future once I grow up, but I think I may be too slow to chase that right now, especially with the stamina that I have. For those of you who don't know which one's stamina, which you probably do, it's the foot in the lower part of the screen. This is one of the few man-made structures on the map. Most of the map is just forest, honestly. And then there's sometimes small clearings. There really isn't any plains, which I don't really like. I wish there was more grassland area, because that'd be kind of cool to see. However, at the same time, that really wouldn't help because you can't eat grass in this game. You can only eat specific plants. However, I did see that they are planning on adding grazing, so hopefully that means you can eat plants like grass and stuff like that and ferns. However, in the legacy version, which is this, of course, you can't. Alright, I'm gonna let my stamina fill up and then I guess we'll continue on. I've never heard that sound before. That was weird. I don't know what that picture sound is. I think they're planning to add humans to the game, but they haven't added it yet. So I do not know what oh. I'm glad it wasn't damaged. I do not know what that sound is. For some reason well, I guess it's not weird now that I think about it, but you can't crouch while running. You can stand straight up while running, but, well, not while moving, but, oh, well, that's just walking. I don't know why I'm realizing that at the worst possible time. right in the middle of a freaking video. I want to try and get closer. If you get lucky, the AI will be out of stamina and it just stands it just stands there or walks. Because of course it's just AI, so it just runs until it depletes all of its stamina. And sometimes, depending on the foliage, they're hard to keep track of. Ew, running right there is not a good idea. But I'm going to risk it because I'm hungry. I've never had this much difficulty. I've never seen the AI go in circles like this. That was strange. How much you want to bet that's going to be the most exciting part of the video? I should probably get on here and play with like a friend of mine or something like that. That would probably make this more interesting. Hopefully to you people who made it this far, thank you. Hopefully this video and game is interesting. Hopefully I'm not just boring you to death. However, a while... I don't know how long it's been, but a while back I bought the original Insurgency. I also have Insurgency Sandstorm, and I think I'm going to do a video of that as well, because that would probably be interesting. More interesting than this seems to be right now. I'm not the only one who heard that, right? I heard footsteps. That should be a good spot to stay. This tower, for those of you who don't know how to get here, you can see it from almost anywhere on the map. It's, of course, doesn't look as big. You can see it, of course, it doesn't look as big when you're far away from it, but it's pretty obvious. There's water there, and then sometimes, not all the time unfortunately, there's AI around it, so you can find food and water. However, I've noticed that over time AI starts to not spawn there, so you might have to go around different areas near the tower, but the tower does have water. It's also really close to the Twin Lakes, so there's a lot of water in this area. Oh, and sometimes, depending on where you are, it gets pitch black like that. 89%. You know what, I'm just now realizing this, and it's kind of funny. I've never made myself 100% full now that I realize that, because once it goes up to 100%, your character automatically stops eating or drinking or whatever you're doing. There's only 2 things in the game, obviously. But that means that I've never actually ate until 100%. Which I guess is really not that big of a deal. You don't start dying from hunger or thirst until it's at 0%, so. You only start out as a hatchling. I'm just not realizing this because it says there's a hatchling right behind the juvenile. But you only start out as a hatchling when you're, of course, when you're nested, is what they call it in this game, when you're nested in. And once you become an adult, you're not fully grown until you're adult 100%. So I like that. Here's another thing. I was just thinking about Evrima, and Evrima, I haven't played it in a while, but it has a, when you switch versions on Steam, those of you who have Steam, you'll know what this means. But when you go to switch versions on Steam, and you switch to Evrima on this game, of course, when you go to update it to that version, you have a 7, this game, Evrima all of a sudden has a 7 GB update. So I'm sure that's updates that might have just mounted up over time, because it's been like a month or 2 since I've played Evrima, if not more, because it was pretty bad, honestly. However, it's looking much better now. I think they finally opened the map up for those of you who have this game. But I'm kind of excited about that, so I think I may switch versions at some point, and once I try out Evrima again, I'll record and stream it. Well, no, I don't know about stream it. I'll record it and then post it. Alright, I think I'm going to eat until I'm full once again, and then I'm going to go and get some water. In the game, of course. I'm not going to leave in the middle of a video. Alright. Man, I'm sure that not posting for a month is doing absolutely amazing things for my channel. For those of you who remember, I had 30 subscribers, but 2 people unsubscribed, which kind of sucks. I'm not, of course, if you're watching this and you're one of the people that unsubscribed, of course, I have nothing against you because of that, but it's just unfortunate when it comes to my sub count. It would be cool to reach a high number of subscribers, of course, but at the same time, I just hope that these videos, there's at least one person out there who enjoys them. And if there is, I assume, judging by the subscribers, there's at least 28 people who enjoy watching my stuff, and I'm glad. Hopefully it's not too boring, and if it is, I wouldn't mind suggestions on how to improve it, if any of you have ideas on that. Okay, I guess your character automatically stops eating when you're full, but you can just drink whenever you want, even if you don't need water. Alright, if this was a normal game, I'd probably stay here, but this is not a normal game. This is what I'm recording. So I think I'm going to go ahead and make my way down to the Twin Lakes. Plus, there's more food there. This is not the right side, is it? No, it is not. Ooh, glitches. Oh, great. Lag back, too. Okay. That's honestly the first time, well, not the first, that's like the 3rd or 4th time that I've got lag back in this game. Those are not the lakes. like I said, I have a map open. I should probably open it on my phone instead, because I'm pretty sure if I alternate tab, it's going to automatically stop recording. So that's not good. Okay, yeah, the Twin Lakes are off on the other side. I was right the original time. This is really, really enjoyable, right? Watching me struggle just to find a lake. Well, that's probably not the lake. See, it's hard to tell because of how dark it is. If this was day, this would be a lot easier. Dang it, I don't... This map is... I guess this is not really a disliking, this is more of a liking how hard it is to find stuff at night. And I'm not being sarcastic, I'm being serious. It's realistic that way, because it's hard to find things outside sometimes when it's nighttime. Oh, I think I found it. Never run down a cliff. I just want to say that about this game. Yeah, alright. Mountain climbing. Uh-oh. Oh, God. See what I'm doing right now? Yeah, don't do this. Don't run. Alright. Oh. Great. Well, that's why you don't run, because then you get a broken leg. So let's just wait for that to heal. One thing, I was just thinking about realism in this game, and one thing that does add to the realism is that until you are adult 100%, even if you're at like adult 90%, you get hungry and thirsty frequently. Of course, because you're still growing. And also, I guess since I'm on the... Oh, never mind. That was background noise. I thought I heard an Allosaurus. Let's see. Here we go. For those of you who don't have this game, or just bought it, or whatever, this the one key is when you're calling for another member of your species, and then 2 and 3 are the only ones that, being close with players, 2 and 3 are the only ones that really matter. 4 doesn't really help, honestly. But 2, of course, friendly, and then 3, threaten, which can get you killed, or can get someone else killed, depending on how good at fighting you are. If I had monetization, like if I had enough subscribers to have monetization, that just went away. Seven damage. Space key. Ooh, that's another thing that I also like. For those of you who actually noticed it, it takes a second for the screen to adjust. Like when you... It's a lot like real eyes. Oh great, that's only going to make it harder. For those of you who have this game, you'll know that rain is not good when it comes to certain things. Because when you sniff in the rain, you can't smell anything because, of course, your nose is just overwhelmed with the rainwater. So if you're trying to find, like, footprints or water, which hopefully should be obvious, I just need to keep heading that way. This can make it harder. I was just about to try and sniff to find which direction that was, so that way I didn't get lost, but, well, I already proved myself wrong on that one. Ah. Okay. Let's not fall off the cliff this time. That is not the Z key now, is it? That's the N key. Oh. Okay. For those of you who want to know how to walk slower, for those of you who have this game and don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't, unless you just got it, you press Z to walk slower. And of course there's the trot, which is apparently also a very bad idea on on cliffs. Whew. That's a long way down. Oh. You enjoying this yet? I'm just gonna keep going. It really, if you keep walking, it doesn't really damage you, it just takes longer to heal, and not too much longer, luckily. Man, if stuff like that keeps happening, it's gonna end up killing me. Okay. That is not the night vision toggle. I probably should have gone to another part of the mountain. Just maybe. Alright, I think, I know I usually do this during streams, not videos, but I think I may go ahead and do this until I grow, not fully grow, but just grow into an adult. That way you can get a rough estimation on how big the adult gets. It really doesn't get much bigger when you're at, when you first grow into an adult. But let's just grow until, I want to do it until then. Or until my leg fixes. I think I may wait until whichever one of these comes first. No, I'm just gonna wait for both of them to finish. Never mind. Which luckily they should both not take too long. Okay, I could be wrong, because I was just thinking about this, and it's been like, what, 10 minutes, if not more, and it's still nighttime. In this game, it's like night for, I think, whoa, for I think 30 minutes, and then morning for, day for 20 minutes. I could be wrong, you might have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. You know, Google's not going to be very happy with that chat right there. Let's just switch it over to a group because I'm not in a group. We'll just wait for those to pile up so that way that's covered. Someone must have killed a baby dinosaur. When it comes to being killed in this game, it's, for those of you who just bought this game or you know, just bought this game and looked up a video or whatever, being killed can get annoying. But over time, from what I've noticed in my own experience, you get, of course, like with pretty much everything, the more time you spend with it, the better it gets. And luckily with this game, it's a different experience every time, even if you only play as one dinosaur for the, like, 10 real years. I don't know why you'd do that, but you could. In a second, you'll probably see why I have a love-hate relationship with the new growing system. It's because the way this one works, it's, of course, unrealistic. I mean, there's no way you could make pausing and then clicking a button to grow to the next stage of your life realistic. Oh god, am I gonna get another broken leg? No. Okay, I'm going to try and make my way to another part of the... Yeah, this really isn't a cliff, the mountain. Ooh, that's a really steep part right there. For those of you who don't like the night vision, and I could understand that, everything around you is dark, you can, if you go to your computer settings and you turn up the gamma, it makes night look like day. However, I'm not going to do that because I don't really want to mess with those settings because I have it where I want it. Want it, not one. Here we go, this should be a safer... Oh, okay, never mind, I thought that did something. I pressed P instead of M, and I thought I screwed something up for a second. Alright, let's run down the cliff, because that didn't do anything bad earlier. Not running down that part. God, that scared me. I thought that was a straight path down. I mean, gosh, sorry. I know some people get offended by that. I apologize. I don't mean to offend anybody. Let's see. Oh yeah, hunger's a thing. I should probably find food. For those of you who keep hearing the type noises, Dilophosaurus ambient noises are very common around the Twin Lakes. So, it's just confusing sometimes. I was confused when I first bought this. I have, as of now, okay, I'm not going to check the, shift tab because I'm worried that might stop the recording. I haven't tested it. I'm going to do that. But I have noticed that I have almost 200 hours on this game. And that alone can probably tell, if for the right person, how fun this is. Oh, I'm almost ready to grow. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and grow into a young, I guess you'd say, adult. To a young adult, and then I'll go ahead and stop this there, because this is probably gone for like 20 minutes. And I try to keep the videos short, that way you don't have to really buckle down to watch. I don't want to make it too long. As you know, people have lives outside of the internet and games. I know, can you believe that? I can. It's just amazing. One thing I do know is that the Maiasaura grows faster than carnivores. I'm not sure why. I'm sure that someone's going to correct me in the comments, and by all means, do. Well, please do. Hope I'm going the right direction. Since I can't sniff, I mean you can sniff, but the animation just goes on and you don't actually smell anything because of the rain. So in scenarios like this, all you can do is either be familiar with the map or hope that you're going the right direction. There's multiple maps in this game. There is the Isle V3, which is what this is, and then there's oh, apparently you can go under the map. That's a glitch, obviously. And then there's Thenya Island, and then there's the Great North. However, the Great North, of course, it's a snowy map. But ooh, I think I see the lake. The only way that you can go to the Great North, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, is to you have to download a mod to do it. You have to download the map from a you know, it's a mod. This game does not have a workshop, unfortunately. However, I don't think this game would work well with a workshop. I'm not going to leave the mod in the description of this video. I'll leave it in the next video. Because right now this is just the introduction, so I don't want to put too much stuff. Oh, for a second I was thinking, why am I so hungry all of a sudden? It's because I'm now an adult. Well, a young adult. I'm not a full adult yet. Obviously. Ew, Velociraptor. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and hopefully it wasn't too long. Like I said, if you are thinking about buying this game or have bought this game, I will put names of servers in the end card for you to, if you want to find a server that suits you. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.